Hello again, I'm Sylvia. I'm a private online English teacher and editor, and I have my own teaching website called English for Creative Minds. So please have a look at the links below and check out my website and my social media pages. So today I want to talk about creative ways to improve your English. Now, I'm sure you're aware of the more traditional or common ways to learn a language, such as going to classes, reading grammar books, probably you have a language learning app, and of course the most effective method is to get your own private teacher like me. But how about if you want to find some new, interesting, creative ways to improve your English that you can actually do in your daily life? Okay, so one idea is to get a bit creative and get a book. So just a novel, if you have one. I recommend this one, it's very good. So get a book and then you flick randomly to a page. Randomly without looking, and then you just land your finger on a word or a sentence. Okay, so my sentence is: he wasn't interested in going to see films or going to parties and having fun into the early hours. Okay, so using that sentence, I would write down in my notebook, and then I would use a technique called free writing, which is basically the idea that you begin with a sentence or a word and you just keep writing and you let your imagination go completely free. And I would recommend doing this for about 5 to 10 minutes and just see where it gets you. In my experience, this is a great way if you're feeling like you've got some creative block, you can't think of any ideas, or if you just want to practice your English and just see how much vocabulary you have and see what comes out when you don't judge yourself or you don't stop yourself from being completely free. Okay, so that's my free writing tip. My other tip is to listen to podcasts. So you might already listen to many podcasts in your own language, but why not start listening to podcasts in English? There are so many fascinating, interesting podcasts to listen to. You can just find one that is about a subject that you are interested in, or that you work in, or that you've always wanted to learn more about. Now, don't worry if you don't understand every word or if you don't understand some accents. It's still going to be really useful because you're going to be immersed, you're going to be totally used to native English speaking. So that's a really good way as well. Also, there's no excuses because you can listen to podcasts wherever you are, on the way to work, in your lunch break, while you're exercising, anything at all. So it's really useful, it's really practical. Okay, another creative way to improve your English is think about a dish, a meal that you've always wanted to try. Okay, so now find the recipe in English and try and follow it to the best of your ability. That way you can get used to measurements, vocabulary for food, vocabulary for ways to cook, such as frying, baking, chopping, that kind of thing. So this is great if you're really into your food, or maybe if you're getting a bit bored of cooking the same thing over and over again. Okay, another creative way to improve your English is to start writing about your dreams. So this is just a good practice to have regardless of learning a language, just in your life. It's a practice I started years and years ago, and I try and do it as often as possible. So I would recommend that as soon as you wake up and you have the dream fresh in your mind, you write it down in your journal, but do it in English. Okay, so try and describe what happened, the images, the sensations, the feelings you had, but in English. Now, this is really challenging because it will be just as soon as you wake up, so your brain may be a little bit slow, but I think the challenges is where we want to focus on. That's the way that you're going to improve. Okay, and now the final tip that I have for you today is the next time you watch a movie or a TV series and you really enjoyed it or you really hated it, the stronger emotions are better. So next time you watch something you love or you hate, write a review. So, you know, tell yourself why you liked it, why you didn't like it. Try and explore the themes, what worked, what didn't work. Maybe there's some other things that it connects to, like global issues, or maybe some other pieces of art, or maybe your personal experiences. So I find that whenever you're struggling to know what to write about or where to focus your studies, always go for the place that interests you the most or where you have the strongest emotions. That way it will come out naturally. You won't have to force yourself. It might be a challenge to write in English, but at least the subject will be something that you're passionate about. Okay, so if you want to check out the full list of creative ways to improve your English, please check out my blog on my website. I'm going to give you the link below. And as always, please get in touch with any questions you have. And yeah, I'll look forward to hearing from you soon. Have a beautiful day and speak soon.